US President Donald Trump said on Saturday he will delay the G7 summit scheduled to take place in June and invite other countries, including Russia, to join the meeting. I don't feel that as a G7 it properly represents what's going on in the world. It's a very outdated group of countries, Trump told reporters on Air Force One. He said he would like to invite Russia, South Korea, Australia, and India to join an expanded summit in the fall. It could happen in September, either before or after the UN General Assembly, Trump added. Moving on to the next news, India on Sunday reported 8,380 new coronavirus cases in last 24 hours, biggest single day spike ever, taking the COVID-19 tally to 1.82 lakh in the country, said the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The Union Ministry also informed that 193 deaths were reported during the same period. According to the latest information available at the Health Ministry website, the deadly coronavirus has affected 1,82,143 people and claimed the lives of 5,164 in India so far. There are 89,995 active coronavirus cases in India, said the Health Ministry. Moving on to the next news, as Indian and Chinese troops remain engaged in a tense border standoff, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Saturday asserted that the government will not allow India's pride to be hurt under any circumstances, even as he said bilateral talks were on at military and diplomatic levels to resolve the row. Asked about US President Donald Trump's offer of mediation to end the face-off, Singh said he conveyed to US Defense Secretary Mark Esper during a telephonic conversation on Friday that India and China have existing mechanisms to resolve problems through talks at diplomatic and military levels. Moving on to the next news, the United States opened a new era of human space travel on Saturday as a private company for the first time launched astronauts into the orbit, nearly a decade after the government retired the storied space shuttle program in the aftermath of national tragedy. Two American astronauts lifted off at 3:22 p.m. from a familiar setting, the same Florida launch pad that once served Apollo missions and the space shuttles. But the rocket and capsule that lofted them out of the atmosphere were a new sight for many, built and operated not by NASA but SpaceX, the company founded by billionaire Elon Musk to pursue his dream of sending colonists to Mars. Moving on to the next news, an encounter broke out between security forces and terrorists at Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag on Sunday morning. One or two militants are believed to be trapped in the area. The encounter broke out when the police and security forces have carried out a search operation for the terrorist. However, sources say the militants may have escaped during the encounter. The police and security forces have now launched a search operation.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.